back here to the What's Cookin' Today show, late edition here. We got our early edition with the Scarecrow and Mrs. King, Eric Hines and Jack Roberts. And then, of course, yours truly, Michael Horn, along with Paul Stern, here with the late edition, 2 hours every day. Hope you'll stay with us every day, Monday through Friday. Starts at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. Check it out. Joining us right now, Ticina Arnold is here. She is from the TV series Everybody Hates Chris, and even, I don't want to say more importantly, but very importantly, she's a member of the National PTA Advisory Board. Ticina, welcome to the broadcast.
Well, thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, we're happy to have you here. Where are you exactly? Somebody said you're in a big convention hall or something.
I'm actually, first and foremost, I'm at the Civil Rights Museum in Memphis, Tennessee. That's an amazing museum. I just got a chance to stand on the balcony where King was shot. So,
whoa.
Yeah, this has been an amazing day for me. But I'm very happy to be here and be a part of the PTA's convention this weekend. I am on the National Advisory Board for the PTA. I am a newbie. This is my first year being on the advisory board. So for the longest time, I've very much been a children's activist and a voice for children and advocate for children, so I want to make sure that I can do what I can and play my part in making sure that all of our children have a even playing field to a better education.
You've won a couple of NAACP Image Awards, and congratulations for that. But I'd say we have a lot of fun joking around on this show, Ticina Arnold, and you just sent a shiver right down my spine when you said exactly where you are right now, because you brought it home. I've never been to the Civil Rights Museum, but you're on, actually as part of the museum, you tell everybody where you are right now?
Yes, I'm in Memphis, Tennessee at the Civil Rights Museum, the National Civil Rights Museum, and it's a great exhibit here, so it'd be great if people can come and visit this place. It's full of information, which, speaking of which, is one of the other reasons why I'm here. Being on the National Advisory Board for the PTA, I'm doing whatever it is that I can as a single mom to make sure that I help educate other parents and grandmothers and aunts and uncles and people who are working very hard at making a better life for their grandchildren and their children, to make sure that they're educated properly to understand what's going on, and so that our children can be a force to be reckoned with the global community, the global market.
Is that what you do as part of being in the National PTA Advisory Board? Is that sort of the input that you have? Is that why you're selected, to try to help give some focus and some structure to what the PTA does nationally? Exactly.
When I became a mother 6 years ago, the most important thing to me was show business. But after having a child, of course, motherhood, took the top priority in my life. So I knew that there was a lot that I had to learn. I knew there was a lot that I had to understand, and I'm still learning. I always say you learn to the day you die, and being a part of the PTA is just a great opportunity for me. And I'm here with Chuck Sailors, who is the president and who is male, who everybody keeps being surprised about.
Way to go.
PTA. Yeah, it's a man. It's a man.
Represent him, sure.
That's good.
Yeah. We're having a good time here, but, we're definitely here to educate and just pass on the word. And I'm very happy about the PTA teaming up with Facebook. And we've also been working very hard with Let's Move, which is our First Lady, Michelle Obama's initiative to attack child obesity in urban areas. So we're working really, really hard over here.
We're talking about that here on the show.
Is it fair to say that the PTA is more important 40 years now, kind of into it, than it's ever been before?
Yeah, I'm sorry, say that question again.
40 years of the PTA, that's some accomplishment, but today the work is more important than ever.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I know, we're concentrating on oil spills in the water and the economy going awry, but we cannot and must not forget about education. We just can't. And that's something that I'm going to fight for always.
Now, you have one child, two childs to give us
I have one. I can't do any more than one right now.
Now, were you doing the Everybody Hates Chris show when the child was born? Is it a boy or a girl?
I have a daughter. Her name is Elijah Kai, and she's a handful. She was 2. She was actually 1 when I started the show.
Wow. So that was how did you do that? I didn't realize you had that going. That's a new mom and a new show when you started out on that. That was pretty good a strain there, Mom.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's overwhelming, and that's another reason why I definitely want to make sure that I help other mothers as much as I can, because being a parent, period, whether or not you're married or not, is just a hard job in and of itself. So, I'm doing what I can to make sure that I spread the word and make sure that mothers and parents out there know that they have a support system, and the PTA is a wonderful support system and a great group of people.
Now, are you focusing
very, very hard?
Tashina Arnold, are you focusing on the PTA now, or you have some other projects that you're working on?
I am focusing on the PTA, but I do have a project. I'm actually reoccurring on a show called, oh gosh, what is it called? The Kings. It's a Disney show. I just started it, but it's the Pair of Kings. That's what it's called, the Pair of Kings on Disney. And but right now I'm definitely focusing on the PTA and making sure that I play my position and do what I can to help out with their initiatives and their efforts.
Is there a website where we can learn more and get involved?
Yes, there is. The website is www.pta.org, and you can go on there and get a plethora of information. Spread the word if you can.
pta.org.
Yes.
All right,
correct.
Tashina Arnold, you're really, I think, find you special. First off, you're a great actress, and you hit home with going through the Civil Rights Museum by being up there on the balcony where the great Martin Luther King, the Reverend, was shot. I mean, that sends chills down my spine when you mention that. I'm going to get out there and see that Civil Rights Museum, and that puts everything into perspective. And now, great actress, and you're on the National PTA Advisory Board. You're incredible. You're something else.
Well, it just for being out on that balcony reminded me of just all the people that just fought so hard, black and white, and they fought very hard to make sure that people had equal opportunities. And I think, being a part of the PTA is definitely a way that I can play my part in making sure that I continue that dream.
PTA.org, and we thank you so much for being on the show.